Next 3 days I don't have to take my roommate anywhere, so I shouldn't be interrupted. Got more documents I gotta do tomorrow. Wednesday I'm gonna be busy for the most part during the day. And Thursday I gotta do a bunch more documents. Friday I need to work on my resume. Gotta get that done. It's gonna take me at least 2 hours to update it. A lot of stuff to do this week, and then next week I got more stuff to do. Next 2 weeks I'm gonna be pretty busy. Got a lot of stuff to take care of. Okay. Gonna play this for a little bit. Like an hour and a half, and then switch over to my dailies. What's up, Epic Channel? What's going on with you? a new platformer game that I got recently. Fuck. I wouldn't say it's a clone. Platforming here is a little more complicated. I was gonna be here. What's up, Otter? How you doing? I'm here. I didn't disappear. You're like, is he gone forever? Were you worried I was gone forever? Like, did he leave? Is this the day he gives up streaming? Aw. Don't be like that. Like I said, if I ever quit streaming, I would tell you. Believe me, I would give you notice. Like I've been busy lately, so I get tired. This week tomorrow I gotta do a bunch of stuff. I gotta do some more paperwork, and then I gotta meet up with a mechanic tomorrow. I gotta do some more eBay listings, and Wednesday I'm gonna be out all day with friends, and then Thursday I gotta do some more paperwork, and then hopefully work on my resume. I gotta get that ready by Monday. So if I don't finish it Thursday, I gotta finish it Friday. And Saturday I gotta help my mom go pick up some stuff from the store. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff to do this week and next week, so. Once all that's done, I should be more freed up. Hopefully by the end of this month. I'm just got a lot of stuff I gotta take care of. When you got a lot on your plate, you're trying to remember to do everything and get everything organized. It's kind of time sensitive. whoa, whoa, whoa. Gotta fucking slow down, man. Other than that, like I say, I'll have more time to stream. The main thing interrupts me though is me having to take my roommate to work all the time. It does take up a lot of my time. But remember, when I find a job, I'm not gonna go stream during the week. I don't plan to have any weekday streams. This is only until I find a job, and then things are probably gonna change. I'm gonna try to find a job. It's still night. I prefer a night job, but I may have to work a 9 to 5 job. Really depends. Because obviously, if I have to work 9 to 5, then I mean. It won't bother the weekends, because the weekends I stream at night anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I won't be able to stay up really late. That's the problem. Especially if I gotta get up at like 7:30 in the morning. Unless I work from home, then it's not too much of a deal. Yeah, I mean, obviously I gotta find a job, within 6 months. That's the goal. I mean, I should be fine if I lost my job longer than that. Like, if I lost my job for a year, I'll be fine. But if I can find a job at night, that'd be preferable. And preferably work at home, because that would give me a lot more time. I don't like working a traditional job where I gotta, drive there. It takes that's 2 hours of your day lost. All the gas you gotta waste. Probably tech support or video games industry. Preferably in those fields. Right now, job market's not looking too good, so don't be surprised if I can't find a job for at least 6 months. Like I said, it's one of those things of, I'll be okay. I got plenty of money saved up. I'm not like I'm hurting. I'm not. I'm very frugal. You've spoken to me at some point? What do you mean, in real life? I don't know. I'd have to see your face. It's possible. Why, did I sell you a computer before? Or did you work in the video game industry or anime industry? I mean, if you did, then you might know me from that. It's possible. I mean, what do you do for a living? Dance time. No. Oh, I mean, over the phone for tech support? Nah, you probably wouldn't. You probably haven't. I doubt it. Unless you played Final Fantasy 11 and 14 back in the day. That'd be the only way. I'm assuming you don't play either game, so you would have never talked to me. Unless, again, you met me from a friend that it's like, oh, got you a computer. Because that I do get a lot. I get a lot of people that call me through references. They'll be like, hey, man, I heard you build computers for a good price, And then their friends talk to me, and then, we do a deal. Whoa. Yeah, I get a decent amount of references for computer upgrades, so I make a little side money doing that shit. Of course. Yeah. That's another reason why I'm not worried too much, because I've been doing a lot of eBay stuff, so I've been doing pretty well on that. It's obviously not permanent. It's just mostly just selling stuff I don't need anymore. I'm trying to downsize in my room. I'm trying to get rid of shit. Mm-hmm. Just make some side money. Keeps me busy, too. You need a computer upgrade, Otter? I don't know if I think I might have asked you before. You said you're okay with your computer. Well, I shop around, so I don't, trust me, I'm very reasonable. You don't have to pay the stupid prices that you do over here, that you're seeing on the market. It ain't gonna be that bad. I shop around. I don't even know what you have as far as a computer. Do you know what your specs are? your computer's kind of old. Isn't 9600 DDR4? I think 9600 uses DDR4. How much RAM do you have in your computer? Do you know how much RAM you have? You're okay. 16 will get you by for a while. Like, you could probably, I mean, it's DDR4, so it's not as expensive. And you have half the capacity you need overall. If you have two 8GB sticks, you just need another two 8GB. You just need to get a motherboard that has 4 DIMM slots. That way you can double your memory. That wouldn't be that expensive to upgrade. Like, it should be fairly reasonable. You know, if you have me, like, shopping around for you. And then you probably need a new processor. New video card for sure. Your video card's gonna definitely a little dated. I mean, your computer overall isn't worth a lot per se. A GTX 1080 shit's probably worth, you know, probably $80 or some shit. Ain't worth very much. Your processor is probably worth like 50, if that. Is yours custom build or is yours a pre-built? I mean, yeah, you can. I'm just saying, though, what you probably want to do. You know, you could sell your computer and use that money to buy a new one, like build a new one. Honestly, I mean, so you built it yourself, or did someone build it for you? Okay, then you know how to do it. You don't need me. So, if you want my honest opinion, I would. Obviously, you're probably gonna have to shop around some used stuff for sure. Like I just built a coworker a computer recently. It had 16 gigs of DDR4, had a 500 gig solid state drive. I put a 2 terabyte hard drive in there. Had a Ryzen 5 5500 processor, 4B450 motherboard. Had 4 DIMM slots so it can be upgraded, you know, to 32 gigs down the road. And it was a RTX 3060 Ti in it. Had a 700 watt power supply, pretty decent case with RGB, and I charged her $650, and she loves it. I mean, she doesn't play anything crazy. She mostly plays 14. So I told her that computer can run 14 max settings, you know, 1080p, no problem. You know, I said it'll probably play Resident Evil Requiem At medium settings, 1080p, no problem. So it's a pretty reasonable computer. I have another one that I'm trying to build right now. Similar parts. What I would recommend doing is, like I said, salvaging your RAM. That is the most valuable component you have in your computer right now to save you some money. And then double up your RAM. You know, get something that's like, 32 gigs, 4 8 gig sticks. And then, probably, like I said, get yourself an AM4 motherboard. AM4 is the way to go. It's the best price to performance right now. So, I honestly, the best processor for the money, like in terms of value, is the Ryzen 5 5500. I recommend that processor to everybody. Like if you're looking for budget, that's king budget's CPU. Because you can get those, I've seen them as low as like $60, which is cheap. Really, really damn good processor for $60. And again, DDR4 is still relevant. It's not going anywhere. Let's see. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, video card. As far as like a newer one, I would recommend. As far as the thing is, you're probably gonna have to get a used one. Obviously, 1080 is showing its age, and that card, I don't even think they support that card anymore. I think the GTX series, the 1000 series, has been discontinued on support. So definitely, you don't want to go with that series of card. You need to go at least like 3000 series. You want, or go with an RX 6000 series card or better. I think that would be the smartest way to handle that. You can get those, like I've seen, like I just sold a 7600 for $200. Decent card. But you probably have to get yourself an 8 gig card. As long as you pay 1080p, 8 gigs of memory is fine. Unless you're going higher resolution, then I would recommend a 12 gig or 16 gig card. Depends what resolution you play. Yeah, EVGA is no more. No more EVGA. No, I used to have an EVGA card. I had a 1070 Ti from EVGA. I had a 1080 Ti at 1.2. I sold it a long time ago, though. Long time ago. Got it stupid cheap. Well, at the time, it was stupid cheap. Good card. It was a great card. Just the support, unfortunately, it's time. It was cutting edge for sure. Oh, you can't go in there. Boo. Did not know that. But yeah, that's what I would recommend, dude. But I shouldn't. Yeah, I think the minimum as far as a video card, I would say if you can find a 6750 XT for like less than $200, that would be a solid choice. I haven't really looked at this. 6,000 cards aren't terribly expensive. You know, 3,000 cards aren't that bad either. Like, you could probably use a 3060 Ti. You can get those for as low as like 150, I think. Which is, for the performance, it's solid. It'll definitely destroy your 1080 by a mile. Because that thing is like as strong as a, I think a 2080 Ti almost. Like really close. I'm gonna have to go. I'll check on eBay for you. Let's see. I think you can get yourself a decent upgrade. You do it smart, do it yourself, probably for like less than $500. I'm not joking. You can build yourself a nice computer for under 500. What kind of storage do you have in your computer? Do you know if it's solid state or NVMe or if it's standard hard drive? Like, I don't know what you use. Oh, you're fine. Yeah, you gotta keep the terabyte SSD. Definitely carry that over. You can use that for your next build. Just wipe it and reformat it. Obviously, Windows 11. What size hard drive do you have? Do you know? Or you're not sure? Two terabyte? Okay, you're fine. If it's still good, like as far as life on it, I would just swap it over to your new build. Like I said, take both drives out and use them in your new computer. Like I said, the SSD especially. If the hard drive is like really old and it's showing, you know, signs of deterioration, or if you've had it for like 5+ years, then I would probably swap it out, because that thing's probably gonna die on you. SSD should last you like several years. I think average SSD lifespan's like 13+ years, so you're probably fine on that. You shouldn't have to get a new SSD, which is obviously a lot more expensive than a hard drive. Hard drives are cheap. I bought a 2 terabyte hard drive from eBay came with a 2-year warranty, I think, and it was only $40. It was a server drive. You know, it's basically drives that have light usage on them. You know, servers swap them out, so it still had like 80% of its lifespan left on it. So, you know, for $40, that's cheap. You know, and it has the warranty, so if it ever breaks, you can get another one. Yeah, if the crystal disc says it's good, then just keep using it. You can swap it over. But yeah, keep your RAM, get rid of your SSD, get rid of your hard drive. I'm sorry. Keep your RAM, keep your SSD, keep your hard drive. And then you're going to have to change out motherboard, processor, and video card. And then, what about your power supply? What kind of a power supply do you got in there? Do you know what you have? No, I mean, well, gold doesn't mean anything. It's the, what the wattage do you have? You know, what brand? You know, I need specifics. Just because it's gold doesn't mean anything. There are golds that aren't very good. I'm Just letting you know. There's a lot of misinformation on the whole. You gotta be careful with that stuff. Like, I have an EVGA power supply. Those are expensive, though. I got mine before the price boom. I bought a 850 watt Supernova. It's a 850 watt gold. I've had this shit for, I think, going on 7 years. Still runs like a champ. I got it for $50. Like, I bought it back in 2019. Or for $50 from EVGA back in the day. Back when it was when you can get those really cheap. You know, now shit, they cost at least like $100. And that's if you find it on sale. You have to look. You'll have to look around as far as like different deal. There are deals. I've seen some pretty cheap power supplies. Like I got, like, when it was Black Friday, I bought 2 of them. I bought one for it was a 850 watt Roseville Gold. I got it for $55. Yeah, really rated high on the tier. I think it was a B tier power supply. I got really good reviews from people. You know, Roseville is basically the Newegg, I think Newegg brand. Boss. Yeah, I saw that, and I also saw one. It was also another 850 watt gold. It was shit. What brand was it? I still have it on me. Thermaltake 850. Gold, and I got that for, I think, $60. You know, really good price. Rated, I think, also B on the tier list. Very solid power supply. Like I said, you don't gotta spend a ton of money on a power supply. I think sometimes people think you gotta overspend, like you gotta spend $200 on a power supply. You don't gotta spend that much. I would say, like a sale power supply, like at least $50. You know, again, do your homework. Don't get those cheap ones. Like you see, oh look, it's 800 watt for $30. That's probably not a good power supply. Especially if it's like 80 plus white, and then again has, you know, you can just tell it smells fishy. Where you're like, hey, this doesn't seem like good quality. It seems really bad quality. Yeah, be careful with that. Yeah, get a decent brand. Doesn't have to be. I would say C tier or above is best for those. Like, obviously, if you're using a low, that's overkill. 950 is so overkill. You check to see what it is. If it's still running good, you could swap it in your new build. 950 is overkill for what you need, though. Honestly, your build shouldn't even need more than 750. Hell, probably not even 700. It's very low power draw. God damn it. Corsair? Oh yeah, you're fine. You're fine. If it's a Corsair Gold, you're fine. Just use that same one. Again, you half your components are still transferable to your new build. So yeah, I would definitely keep your solid state drive, keep your hard drive, keep your RAM, and keep your power supply. Get rid of, I don't know how's your case. It's a custom case. Is it still in good condition? Or did you want a new case? I mean, how's the condition though? Does it still work for you? Or is it not good enough for you? Yeah, keep the case. Again, just get the motherboard, processor. Motherboard, processor, video card. That's all you need. So, I think you'll be okay. So, you're probably looking at about, if you shop smart, I'd say about $400 for your upgrade. If you do it smart. And I think you would be substantially a good size improvement for your gaming experience. So if anything, you're just looking for parts. Fortunately, I don't think I have any DDR4 RAM for sale. I don't think I do. I have to check. I don't think I do though. I may. And, I would sell it at a very fair price. Nothing outrageous. I think I sell 16 gigs of RAM for probably like $50. As far as video cards, I have 3 video cards on me. I have a RX 9060 XT 16 gig. I got a RX 9060 XT 8 gig, and I got a B580 Intel Battle Mage GPU. God damn it! Oh, these death traps, man. Yeah, I would say just get $400 and then start shopping around. But if you are looking for parts, you can definitely ask me. Since you're local, I can sell them to you. Trying to focus on the camera and the boss. God, it's so easy to get hit by the traps all over here. You think you're gonna upgrade your computer? Would you upgrade your computer for $400? Would you do that? Or would you, is that still too much for you? Yeah, like I said, you can do it. You can get motherboard processor combo deals. Like I think Newegg is where I got my pretty good deal for AM4 motherboard combo deals. I want to check Newegg. You don't trust yourself? How come you don't trust yourself? I mean, what I would do, like, if you wanted me to do all the work, if you just basically wanted to drop off your computer, you asked me to do everything, what I would probably do is, I'd charge you like like, give me $500. Give me $500, and then what I would say is, you know, I'll do all the work. The only thing I would say is, you know, would you be willing to part with your old parts, like your video card and your, you know, your processor, motherboard? You know, because I would basically try to make money on that. Yeah, if you gave me, if honestly, I think I could do it for 500. Build you. You know, that would be my profit. Just, you know, a little bit of cash, and then just let me sell the old parts for what I can. Because I wouldn't want to use those in another computer because they're getting old, and like building a cheap computer with that stuff isn't really worth it anymore. I'd have to spend, like no one's gonna buy it. Basic kind of thing. Like, I'd have to get it for free to make it worth a damn. Yeah, if you wanna make a deal, let me know. Like, you live close to me, so if you wanna meet up sometime and just, you know, just bring me your computer, just give me $500, and then give me a couple weeks. Let me do my magic, and I'll shop around for you. I'll tell you, hey, I'll keep you informed. It's like, hey, I found this, you know. But that's probably the level of computer we're looking at, is what I mentioned earlier. You know, you're probably gonna go Ryzen 5, you know, 5500, something around there. If I can get something better, I'll get it for you, But right now the market's so fucked up right now, I wouldn't recommend, like honestly, jumping from like a 5500 to a 5600 is like double the price. It's not even fucking worth it. Like, the performance difference is not worth it. You're paying way too much money for a nominal upgrade. It's not worth double the money for. You're probably going to see like a 10-15% performance increase. You know, if that. And it's not worth it. It's just value, you know, dollar, performance per dollar. It doesn't make any sense. I definitely wouldn't get it. Like, I used to, when prices were normal, I would usually recommend getting people the Ryzen 7 5700X or 5800X. Shit, I remember you can get 5800X with the Wraith Prism cooler for like $125, which was a steal. That thing is a monster, like, of a CPU. You know, that thing is still really good today. Most people would be like, it's overkill for most people. You know, for that price though, it's worth it. You know, but now you ain't getting them for that much. Now they're like $250, $300. I'm like, fuck that. That doesn't make any sense to buy that now. There's no value in it. I would never pay that much for that processor when I can get something current gen for about the same or cheaper. Let me know, like I said, let me know, Otter, if you want to do it. Like I said, I'm serious. If you want to do it, I can make arrangements for you. All I ask is you give me some time. You know, at least a couple weeks. As long as you're okay being without a computer, that's a thing, though. I know some people don't like being without their computer. Yeah, that's the thing, because if you want to upgrade your computer, well, the thing is, you're going to be down without a computer if you need me to take parts out of it. You're going to have to be without your computer at least a couple days. So even if you don't have, give me 2 weeks, at least a couple days, I'm going to need you, because I'm going to need to take it apart. I'm going to need to clean it. I'm going to need to, install everything. It's going to take me at least a day. If I had the day free, I could get it done the same day if I had all the parts in front of me. So the main thing you'd have to do is you'd have to give me the money. I would say, hey, wire me the money, or however you want to pay me cash, and then I'll get to work. And I'll be like, okay, let me order you all the parts. And then I would tell you, okay, I ordered this, I got this, I tell you it's coming now, I'll have it by this date. And then once I have all the parts, I'd be like, okay, bring your computer over. And I would say, I'll make a day out of it. I just want to make sure I do it right and everything's done clean, no issues. I mean, it shouldn't be too much work, because most of it, I'm literally just taking out the old stuff and putting in the new stuff, and then some stuff is literally not gonna, it's not gonna change. Like your case and your power supply are probably just gonna stay where they're at. The only thing I'm just gonna do is I am gonna clean it, make sure it's clean, and then everything else, the RAM, I'd swap it out, make sure the RAM's compatible with the RAM I would upgrade it with. Make sure the speed is the same. That's what I'm saying. No, I mean, I can get it done in a day, just as long as I focus. Because you gotta understand, I have other things I gotta do. Like if it was a weekend where I had nothing to do, like let's say I did it on a Sunday, where I'm not taking anybody anywhere, I don't have any chores to do, I don't have to go anywhere like my mom's, I could spend like 6 hours straight and just work on it, I can get it done. If I focus. And I can say, hey, I'll have it done tonight, or I'll have it done the next day. Say, hey, come down, pick it up. It's ready. You looking for a new monitor or anything, or peripherals? Or are you fine on that? Like mouse, keyboard, sound system, stuff like that. I'm not sure if you are, like I said, new monitor. I do have some components. Okay, no problem. Sounds like you just need the heart, the main stuff of the computer upgraded. Oh, you're fine. You're fine, dude. Yeah, that monitor's fine, dude. You got a high refresh rate monitors, 1080p, that's more than sufficient. I mean, I'm more of a 1440p guy. It's like my computer is a lot more beefy. Like if you wanted to do 1440p high refresh gaming, that's going to cost you a lot more. At least double. At least double. Like shit, probably more than that. It would cost you at least $1,000+ to build something of that caliber, and that's if you shop like really smart. Because you're talking probably DDR5 territory. That alone is going to run you $200 to $250 for 32 gigs of RAM. Video card, you're probably looking at least RX 9060 XT 16 gig, which is about $400+ now. You know, I usually go NVMe drive for the fastest performance, but those are expensive. 1 terabyte is going to be like $150. And then you have, you know, power supply about the same. You know, look for a deal going for like, but again, you're fine. I have a 1200 watt actually that I'm going to build a computer with. It's a Corsair. It's a fucking monster, man. And thing's like a $300 power supply. It's fucking a beast, man. I saw that shit. I was like, whoa. I was like, that thing is beefy. It's a little too beefy for me. I wouldn't use it. It's way too beefy for me. It's overkill. I mean, I have it as a backup power supply in case I need it, but I'll probably never use it. It's best I just build on a computer with it. But yeah, I wouldn't even like put that power supply. I wouldn't recommend that power supply to anybody unless they're using like a 5080 build or like 5090, which is just stupid overpriced. I would never build somebody a 5090 computer. I would never do that. I would advise against it. That is the worst price to performance ratio of all computers. I would never buy that shit. I feel bad for anybody that buys that shit. It's like, man, dude, like that's just a rip-off, dude. I don't know how in good conscience you can spend $3,500 fucking dollars on a goddamn GPU. Like that costs more than the whole. I can build 2 to 3 damn good computer with just that one component. And most people would be like, oh, this is overkill for me. It just doesn't make any sense. It's not, but the thing is, even future-proofing wise, it's not worth it. Future-proofing wise, it is not worth it. It's still a waste of money. Like, let's just put it into perspective. Like, for about, like, you go to Micro Center, I'm sure you've heard of Micro Center. You can buy yourself an RX 9070 XT, which is like AMD's strongest video card, for as low, I've seen it as low now for about $650. That card has almost the performance level of a 5080, which is the second best card on the market, for $650. You're gonna spend, what is it, 6 times almost more money for something that's gonna maybe give you 75% better performance, so maybe 80%. I mean, I don't have the math just don't math. Like that makes no sense. Why would you spend that? I don't see how in a scenario that would work out, like for future proofing. Like, it doesn't make any sense. That's the card I'm using in this computer. I have a RX 9070 XT. It's card's really powerful. I can do almost all games 1440p, 120 hertz, no problem. At high to max settings. This thing can also do 4K. Like, I could probably run this game at 4K, 60 hertz, no problem. And I'm not spending $3,500 to do it. And I only spent, well, I got mine stupid cheap. I bought mine for, before the price boom, I bought my card for $495, which is unreal for this GPU. Worth every penny. I actually got two of them. I just sold one to somebody. But yeah, I got two of them, so. Yeah, I would recommend this card for high-end gaming any day of the week. But for most people, this card's overkill. For a 10, this is not for 1080p. This is a 1440p beast. This is not useful for 1080p gaming, in my opinion. I wouldn't use it for 1080. It's a waste of money. If you want 1080p, get the 9060 XT, 16 gigabyte. I picked one up for like $280, I think, which was a steal for that card. That card's really impressive for the money. It's the best 1080p performer on the market. Do 1080p 144 hertz, no problem on almost every title. What the hell is all the thingies? Yeah, just letting you know. Yeah, I think the 5090 is the most overrated card on the market. I just... It doesn't make any fucking sense. It baffles me when people buy that shit. It really does. I will say, if you want to go NVIDIA, well, the best time was back in November. You could get the RTX 5070 Ti for as low as like $650. That card was a steal for $650. That card is godly for $650. It's about the same performance as a RX 60 XT, but way better ray tracing. But if you want a ray tracing card for a good price, it's like top notch. That's the one to get. All day. I'd recommend that all day. But now that card's like $1,000 now. Now I'm like, I wouldn't get it. Not for $1,000. That's a ripoff. I would never recommend that card to anybody at the current price. That's the cost of a 5080 now. 5080s are like $1,400 now. Which is, I would never recommend that card. Well, that's what I mean. It's just I think it's more just EP-ness, bragging rights. That's all it's for. I really think that's the only reason why people would buy it, just so they could say, "Oh, I got one." I'm like, but why? Turn out to the characters to their mama. Oh, I gotta take him to his mommy. I gotta take you back to the mommy. Crap. It's not easy. This is not easy to control. Yeah, that's but I just people be smart with their money. That's all. Try to educate people on computers so they get the best money for the dollar. Like I said, my rig cost me this whole thing total. The video card, RAM, motherboard, processor, case, power supply, everything it was like $980. Again, this is before the bullshit happened. So at the time, that was a stellar deal. I shopped for like 2-3 months straight for parts, and you'll never see this level of performance for $1,000 ever again. It won't happen. You're gonna spend at least $1,500, $2,000 for something of this caliber. But yeah, I just think it's bragging rights. It's like, look at me, I could spend more than you. I'm like, tap to throw, hold to aim. Well, I mean, I can understand somebody like Maximilian. He's a content creator. Obviously, he needs the best. So Maximilian's the type of guy he'll spend. I think he spent like $8,000 on his computer or some shit. But he makes hundreds of thousands of dollars. So for him, it makes sense. $8,000 is chunk change to him. I'm talking more for people that, our level, people that don't have that kind of money. Not everybody makes 6-7 figure income. If you got disposable income like that, where you're like, oh, I'm making $1 million a year, well, yeah, then you could buy RTX 5090s for days. It's only meant, I think, it's meant for those people. But I'm saying for people like our level that are only making like $50,000 a year or something like that, there's no reason to buy one of those. I just don't think you would ever see your investment pay off. Like, you wouldn't, and I don't think you would ever see the performance, like the level of performance that you get for that money. You would ever take advantage of it. You would just be like, oh, I have all this power on the table, and you're not using it. It just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, someone like Maximilian, that I completely understand. He doesn't have time to deal, like, saving a couple $1,000. And he doesn't want to worry about is it going to meet his performance needs because he plays everything. He streams at 4K and like has the highest bit rate. That thing needs to run. He has like gigabyte internet. He pays like I think like $300, $400, $500 a month on internet. He has like business class internet. So again, it's like for somebody like that he invests serious money. This guy is like loaded. So yeah, that kind of person is like, oh yeah, they only want the best because they can afford it. Where's the switch for this thing? Trying to find the switch. There's gotta be a switch somewhere. What are you talking? What in the hell? What do you mean, what in the hell? What are you talking about? Am I supposed to disconnect this or something? Well, yeah, but when you want the best, you want the absolute fastest speeds and you want the best service. Business class, they get priority over home users. Throttling and stuff. I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to get throttling when he's making content. He has to stream. He's doing that for money. There you go. I pay $45 a month for my internet, but I have to use wireless internet because we don't have wired infrastructure where I live, which sucks. I'm in Cali, but we don't. I would love to have fiber optic in my area, but fortunately we don't have that. I don't have the luxury of getting that level of internet. I wish I did. Believe me, I would take wired internet over wireless internet any day of the week. Supposed to do here? I'm supposed to break all these? why it's coming back. I don't know if that's supposed to happen. There. Okay, don't do that. That is something I thought about doing in the future, like making my channel also include computer tech. I thought about doing that. Marathon? What do you mean marathon? Yeah, I don't know how this is supposed to work. Yeah, one of these days I might do it. Extreme myself building a computer or something. Nope. It was a trap. Gear bit pieces. Yeah, it does. switch over to Wuthering a little bit. Just go around it. God, how are you supposed to get two of them? How are you supposed to hold two of them? How are you supposed to do that? That's funny. I stay up till like 3:34. I gotta go to bed. What time? Yeah, the dailies, you know the thing you gotta do on gacha games. It's that thing you gotta do.
速やかに片付けましょう。とっとみよ。これよーし、急ぐよ。よーし、とっとみよ。急ぐよ。くらえ。それ、ぐるぐるぐるぐる。本気モード。ふわ。聞け。絵の中にいい精度。ダリョウ転生。これがモンテリの挨拶です。私が誰かわかりますか？これはどう？ひざまずきなさい。まだまだ。私が誰かわかりますか？逃げられるとでも？世界はこの手に。モンテリの名にかけて。危ないです。これがモンテリの挨拶です。なかなかやりますわね。後よりもしなやかに。勝利の女神が微笑んだ。 速やかに片付僕と見よ驚けふふわあ危ないです。ダリオ、転生。ついてこられますか？私が誰かわかりますか？誉れはモンテリと共に。アルテの完成ですわ。速やかに片付けましょう。
This is a weekly event. We do this once a week. done. Finished. I think the Arknight update is tomorrow or the day after. I think it's Thursday. The big update. The wrong button. Thing popped up on it. Wrong one.
Arknights. The wayward fallen one roams nearby. My staff shall grieve for them. your orders, Administrator. Fireworks for you! predict if...
A wayward fallen one roams nearby. My staff shall grieve for them.
Sorry about that. I think everybody thought I died. You know, it was AFK a lot longer than 10 minutes. It was like 20 minutes, 25 minutes AFK.
bumpers in the butt.
Oh, because there was no lights on the 23rd, they got secret movie night. I've been wanting to try. In other words, you don't know what the movie is, but it's a preview of a movie that's coming out. I'd like to try it. It's usually like at 7 o'clock at night.
Okay.
But if you would keep that, you know, but I don't know what movie. It's only $5.
Okay.
What's up, Epi? How you doing? Ready? Save six, son. How you doing?
original. Frosty Bitey. Going so long at Endfield.
That's everything. More day of sanity discounts. Okay. That's everything. Yep. Yeah, it was one day. So I think the update's on the 11th. 11th at night or something like that. It's Wednesday. That's it for today. Check something else. Yeah, anyways, guys. I don't got anything else to really do right now. Yeah. Get up tomorrow at 11 o'clock. I got a mechanic coming by to look at my roommate's car. And take care of that. And I gotta work on some more paperwork tomorrow. And I gotta do some more eBay listings. Wednesday I'll probably be gone all day for the most part. Probably won't be back till like 5 o'clock. Thursday I gotta do more paperwork. I gotta do my resume. I gotta work on that. Get that done. I gotta get that done by Friday, so I can start sending out my applications for next week. So, anyways, I'm gonna go to sleep, guys. Like I said, I gotta get up in like 7 hours. Got stuff to do tomorrow. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Appreciate it. I'll see you guys. Probably I'll have to take my roommate in to his job, so I don't have to. I should be on earlier. Hopefully like around 8. So we'll see. Anyways, you have a good one. I'll see you guys tomorrow. You guys take care.